This is basically just my, impressions and thoughts, as honest as I can be, of using these lenses as a run and gun adventure cinematographer, and how I've found them to be using them on my FX3, and just kind of real world examples. And that's what I want this video to be more about, is just showing those examples. But I just wanted to take a minute to just go over a quick disclaimer. This video is not sponsored by Blazar, but they were kind enough to send me this CATO series about a month or so ago. No money is exchanged hands, and they don't get any input in this video. I'll do a quick kind of presentation of what we get. Now this is going to be tough because I'm holding the mic and the box at the same time, but you may have seen this before. They come in a really nice OD green Pelican case. And obviously a quick overview of the CATO series. Currently filming on the 55 T2, and we have the 85 T2.8, and then the 125 T4. I can't remember what exactly the other focal range is. It's like 40 or 45. I'm guessing it's T2 as well, but this is the 3-lens kit. This is what I have and what I've been using. And then another thing, I've primarily been using the 55 because I lean more toward wider scenes, especially when I'm filming around vehicles. I just obviously need to capture more, and obviously they're 2x anamorphic, so they are wider than a 1.5x counterpart at the same focal length. But I didn't really use the 125 too much, or the 85. If you want a more in-depth review, definitely recommend you check out my friends Cam Mackey and Brady Bessett. They have videos that are live as well, and they'll be going a lot more in-depth on the specifications of these lenses, and I assume they have some. Cam particularly will have covered all of the lenses. But for myself, I wanted to stay realistic and true to how I create, so obviously I just naturally lent more toward the 55 T2. As for price, I don't know. Cam told me and I forgot, but I'll put it down below along with the link of how you can purchase these. I think it's around like $1,200. So I do actually have the pricing. I wrote it down. So the full set, all 4 lenses, which is the 40mm, and I have confirmed it is 40mm. It's $4,999 for the full set. The individual lenses are as follows: $1,499 for the 40mm, $1,299 for the other 3 lenses, so 55, 85, and 125. Now, Blazar are running a sale as of right now for the full set for $3,999, or $100 off individual lenses. So $1,399 for the 40, or $1,199 for the other 3. That is absolutely incredible. I filmed everything else not knowing these prices, but this just is mind-blowing. Incredibly affordable, and so much quality has been packed into these lenses for this price point. The CATOs are incredibly sharp, wide open. I'm currently filming at T2 right now, and it's really impressive of what they've been able to accomplish whilst also keeping the price down. The biggest thing with Anamorphics is that you want to have characteristics that are true to Anamorphics, these distortions on the edges, and obviously the really nice lens flares. Those are what you expect when you get anamorphic lenses. If you want clinical sharpness, edge to edge with no distortion, then just stick to your G Masters or L lenses or whatever it may be. But enough about me talking about these lenses. As soon as they arrived, I grabbed the kit, put them in my bag, went up with my friend to the mountains, and just made this kind of short cinematic kind of hiking video. And this is where you can really see those characteristics. Now, the biggest thing about Anamorphics for me, I've been using Anamorphics for the last 6 or so months. I actually bought the Remus set and used those extensively throughout the summer, but obviously I'm filming on the FX3, and a lot of my filming is done run and gun style. I don't like rigging things up. So obviously having a 2x anamorphic, which the FX3 has a 2x D squeeze, I'm able to just put the lens on and be done. I don't have to worry about a monitor or external batteries and just adding more weight. Now, obviously, there's a time and a place for fully rigging up a camera, and I'll sometimes do that with my FX6. But for the most part, I like to stay mobile and I like to stay lightweight. And although these lenses are a little bit on the heavier side, especially compared to the Remus, not having to worry about a monitor and external batteries is pretty damn good when you're hiking or just constantly on the move. So the thing with the CATOs is that they are offered in a silver flare as opposed to blue or amber. Silver flare will take on the color properties, temperature properties of the light source. So I have this light right here, and this is at 6500 Kelvin, so it should be nice and blue. And then we will go to 20 something. Oh no, that's brightness. Let's change it to 2700 Kelvin, so this should be nice and warm. And I really like it, and it's got this cool kind of double flare going on, which has definitely grown on me. But I think all they offer these lenses in is the silver flare, but I don't think that's a problem, because I believe, I personally really like it. It adds a nice kind of diversity to your scene, particularly if you have a light source with, you know, multiple light sources with different color temperatures. Some people may find it a bit annoying, but I think it's a little bit more natural, because obviously when we're looking at those light sources, they are different color temperatures. In reality, the flares should also be different color temperatures. Just my personal preference, but that's how it is, and I think that is the only offering for the CATO series. I think the biggest message I want you to take away from this video is that if you're looking to elevate your own filmmaking and make yourself stand out in the whole, you know, ocean of short form content and long form content on YouTube, going with Anamorphics is the next logical step. We're conditioned to seeing these imperfections, whether it be on the edges with distortion, or those lens flares, or inconsistencies with focus, because they are manual focus, and often I'm pulling focus, you know, because I'm not always filming in just a static scene, and there's a lot more thought and planning that goes into it. So not only does it push you as a creator, it makes you stand out, because we are conditioned to seeing those things when we go to the cinema and we see our favorite movies. Most of them are using either anamorphic or old school lenses that are manual focus, and they're being focus pulled, and there's inconsistencies there. And that's where we make those emotional connections with what we're viewing. And that's something that I've been able to see when I've been filming with these anamorphics, is that people viewing my content have more of an emotional connection. And time again, people are coming back to my page and looking at the things that I'm putting out, the short films I'm putting out, and they're just constantly commenting on the results, on the distortion, on the aspect ratio. It's just everything that we chase as creators to get that cinematic look. And it's cliche, but it is kind of true, because we are conditioned to seeing those. We're conditioned to, when we see those, we feel like we're watching a movie. And they also help me to slow down in my filmmaking. I have to pay attention to where my subjects will be and what focal plane I'm going to be locking in, because obviously I don't have like a LiDAR system. I'm manually focusing, particularly on my static shots. That's where it's very crucial, because there will be a moment when my subject moves in and out of frame. But I think that helps draw the audience in a little bit more. And these CATO lenses have really tailored to my creativity and pushed me further, and have just really helped round out my storytelling capabilities by having that extra immersion with the results that I'm getting whilst I'm filming. So you'll definitely be seeing more of these CATOs on this channel, along with the Remus. I have the 33 Remus coming soon, which I'm very excited on, and then I will be getting the next wide lens CATO, the 40 or 45, I can't remember what it is. So if you're interested in learning more about those, or knowing what I think about them, then obviously just hit me up, let me know what you think. If you have any more questions about these lenses that I wasn't able to cover, you can either drop a question in the comments, message me on Instagram, but most importantly, please go and watch Cam and Brady's video, because I know that theirs will be absolutely stellar. Most likely 100% better than my video, but I appreciate you being here anyway. I hope this has been helpful, educational, and inspiring. I guess just in closing, I just want to re-emphasize the pricing I mentioned at the beginning. Definitely take advantage of these sales if you are interested. You can't go wrong with investing in a good set of anamorphic lenses, and Blazar are just offering so much for such an affordable price. So there we have it. That's pretty much all I have to say. Just go and pick some up. You won't regret it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.